Gentlemen, welcome back to another video. My name is Striker.
My name is Luba, and together we're co-founders of matchmaking company Heart Rocket. I'm a matchmaker with 15 years of experience, and today we're gonna share with you how our company works, and also this video will be useful for anyone who wants to start a dating agency.
It's the blueprint for anyone that wants to start an international matchmaking agency, okay? So in this video here, we're gonna go through the entire process of how our company works. We have covered it in other videos before, but we want to put it in one video here that we can send to potential clients in the future. And so everyone here knows exactly how the process works from the very, very start before you become a client, all the way through the matchmaking process, how we work, our support and guidance with you along the way, where our female and male clients come from, and then how we go through into the actual meeting part of the matchmaking, and then beyond. So in this video here, it may be a long video, I do apologize, so grab a coffee, sit down and understand how we do what we do.
Yeah, and if you will have any questions left, please put them down below and we may do like part 2, but hopefully we will not have to, because we prepare to explain to you everything step by step. So first of all, before we start working with anyone, with any client, no matter is he coming to us from YouTube channel, from some referral, or from whatever it's coming, we having a consultation call. This is a paid call and this is not a sales call. That is the most important. So during the consultation, it's an hour call where we getting to know you better, where we understand what are you up to, what are your current dating stage, because sometimes this consultation call can be not about matchmaking, can be about if you do like letter writing at the moment, or maybe you're in a relationship right now, or maybe, so anyway, this is your hour and our expertise when we answer all of your questions and giving you understanding of the process of why maybe Ukrainian ladies are different, you know, why do you need to, or want to date them. So that is what we do during our strategy call. And also we help you to build your dating strategy. So we tell which approach would be best for you. Maybe it would be better to date in your country. Maybe you should move to Europe, or if you want to, and we will help you to do that as well. So anything that is interesting for you according to the
yeah, we don't do sales calls, which are free calls. We don't believe in them. We want to give you as much value as possible for that 1 hour. Sometimes it can go over an hour with both Luba and I with our experience, to make sure that you can make the best option for you, not to push our services down your throat, because it may not be right for you, or maybe it's not right for you right now, maybe in the future it is. So it is a paid consultation, because we know that sometimes we've had requests, can I get a free consultation? And we say that's not the way that our business works. So everybody has to have this consultation at the start for us to get to know you and you to get to know us as well.
By the end of the call, the last 5-10 minutes, we're discussing, do we like each other basically or no? So we're qualifying each other during this call. You asking us questions, we're asking questions to you, and we're making a mutual decision. Would we like to work together or no? And if the decision is positive, if I as a matchmaker tell that yes, I do believe that we can introduce you, we can find you the right match, then we're starting the onboarding process, right? How we call it.
Yeah.
So Striker will send you the contract, you will read it, you will sign it, pay, and then you will become our member. During the call also, some of the guys asking like that we have a closed database that they cannot see the ladies before the call. That is our very strict and very important policy. Later on we will gonna speak about the ladies. We always say that to the ladies and to the guys that your confidentiality is the most important priority for us, because both me and Striker being on other YouTube videos, other social presence where we didn't want to be, it was done without our permission. And so we understand that once we show you as a client on our channel, if something happened to us, or we're not doing the videos anymore, your video gonna stay there forever. So that's why we do not show our clients, or female or male, on our YouTube, on our Telegram. Sometimes, we have a community, we're going to speak about that. So, because we want you to feel safe with us. That is the most important. But during the consultation call, if you're wondering how many ladies we have, if we have how many ladies in your age
if they're
group,
attractive,
if we have enough ladies in your age preference group, we're going to show you, we share the screen, I go through the profiles, I even give you my ideas of whom I think would be good to match you with. That is what's happening at the consultation. After consultation, as we said, boarding process, Striker sending you access to our website.
Yeah, so then you get access to our system. So you'll get a username and a password, you'll get the link to log in, and inside this system that we've recently just built, before then it was very manual, and Luba used to use her Redbook, which I used to hate. Because I didn't know what was going on. So, but also Luba has requested for me to build a new platform, which we now call Redbook. Actually, the best way to probably show
for that. I didn't know. It's a little like outside of the video, but I forgot today. But I always have with me my red physical book, and Striker, because he's very digital, he like everything to be like in system, CRM, and etc. So I didn't know the name of new platform, and then he presented to me. He said, "Now you can't deny it. It's called Redbook."
Yeah.
So
the best way to explain it is probably just to show you. So welcome to Redbook. This is our new platform that we have recently put together for our clients to simplify the matchmaking process for our clients, because it can get confusing at times and we want everything to be efficient. So inside Redbook there is a section here which is called Learn. This is where we put our courses. Ascend is one of them. We'll cover that a little bit later on in the video. It's also where they can build lists of the ladies that they would like to meet, where they can start building their profile. We will take this information and we will extrapolate it out and turn it into a more appropriate and coherent profile, which we'll also speak about soon, and of course Rocket Match. So this is where the database of the ladies are. So just quickly I'll walk you through this. So this is their profile. At the moment this is just a blank one. They have to go through. We have questions here that we believe are the most important. We may ask you more questions later on, but this gets it started here, and you can upload the photos and all that stuff as well. After the profile, the other thing they have to fill out too is the what we call the IMBRA form, which is actually the International Marriage Brokers Relationship Act, which you can see here. It gives a little bit of information about what it is. It's a legal requirement for what they call marriage brokers. It was implemented in 2005 when, I can't remember the exact details. I don't want to say what they are because I can't quite remember it, but a guy brought a lady over from, I think, Russia using one of these large websites, and then when she came to America, he decided he wanted to unalive her, and so they put this into play here. And what this does here, it's has a series of questions. Have you ever been charged with soliciting for prostitution, any domestic abuse, anything like that? Really, it's just a level of security when it comes to the ladies, so they know who it is that they're going to be dating. So if anybody's ever used an international matchmaker before, no doubt you've seen that before. And we also get their ID as well, which most of the time we've already got their ID by this stage here. Okay. So quickly inside this tab here, this is where we put our courses. Depending on when you're watching this, there's going to be some more courses in here. So this is Ascend. This is our course we wrote especially for guys doing this. And then we've just added another one recently, dating, courtship and mistakes. This is sort of stories based on other clients and things that went wrong and things to avoid. Kind of small things, but can be very important. But Ascend is really very, very an important aspect of our coaching of the clients, which we'll speak about a little bit more very soon. And then of course there's the database of ladies, which is the main purpose of building Redbook. It was to simplify the matchmaking process for guys, because it can get confusing. As some of you may know, there's a lot of Olgas, or every second woman seems to be called Tatiana or Maria. And so this can be confusing for the guys if they're building a list of 30 or 40 ladies, right? So I'll show you inside here how it actually works. Now I have blurred out the photos, and when it comes to the profiles, we don't show them anywhere. We don't have them on our website. We don't have galleries of ladies that men can just come, who we don't know can look at. And even though the page is blurred out, I can assure you, and I'm sure our clients can as well, that we are selective about the ladies that we bring into our company. And when these ladies here that you can actually see on this page here, and for the past several pages, because these ones are coming in through Luba's social media / coaching, these ladies all agree to a certain term and condition, and that is that we will never, it's a condition to protect them, we will never post them on anywhere on the internet, social media, on anywhere, not on a thumbnail, nowhere, because this is something that they're very concerned about. and we have to assure them that we are not using their photos for anything else other than to show to a potential client. We don't have them on the front of the website anywhere at all. So this is really, really important, and this is one of the reasons why these women are happy to join us, because of this promise. So this is really, really important to us. If we did not have this guarantee with these ladies, or this agreement, these women would absolutely not be signing up with us at all if they thought that we were going to be doing something to compromise their identity online. Most of these ladies here on this page here, which you can't see, they all have what's called, we call it the new tag. So it actually says new, which means that they've been in our database less than 50 days. After 50 days, the new comes off it. So I'm not sure how well you can see through that, but there's probably, there's 2 pages, there's 3 pages. So there's 3 pages, there's 4 pages. So we have a lot of new ladies all the time coming in. Another one. The majority of these, I would say about 90%. It's hard for me to tell exactly, but the majority that I can see have come through Luba's social media. Okay, so this is in my account here, and it is currently showing that we have 2,125 ladies. It's actually a little bit less than this because I'm the admin and I can see ones that haven't been approved yet. So, but you will see the correct number. So this one here is pending moderation, and I can see because the age has not been updated, it just says age 0. That means that we do not have a copy of her ID yet to verify her age, and until we get that, it will stay under moderation. There may be some other ones that may be this one here. Okay, so this one here, her photos are not good enough. Okay, so they're very filtered, and her other ones are yoga poses where her face is covered, one's wearing sunglasses, whatever. So until she sends us better photos, she is not allowed to be seen by the guys. But I can give you an idea of where these ladies are from if I just go back to the first page and read them out. So it says Ukraine, England, France, Dubai, Germany, Austria, Ukraine, Germany, Dubai, Kiev, Turkey, Bulgaria, Poland. So these ladies are coming from absolutely everywhere and anywhere. So it gives you a bit of an idea they're not just in Ukraine. Also, we've made it easy to search as well. So obviously you can search by the age of the lady that you want to be dating. The country, does she have children or not? How good is her English? Does she have a valid visa to somewhere? This is important because she may have a visa to UK already but doesn't live there, or Canada or United States. And if you are from one of those countries, you can check this as well. And then current country, which is where she's currently in right now. So you can see if she's already maybe in your town or city. Okay, I'll show you the process now of how we start the matchmaking process from inside the Redbook account, and how we can use these lists and how they help Luba, and they also help our clients as well keep track of everything, because it can get confusing because obviously, you know, they have all the same names, and also because our clients are busy as well. We want to make it as smooth and as efficient for them as possible. So for example here, I'm just using this demo account. He's selected ladies between 30 and 45, for example. So he's narrowed it down, whether they have children, they don't have children, whatever. And let's say this lady here falls into his ideal match. He can simply just add her to a list. So if we go into up here, it says add to list. He doesn't have any lists yet because it's a new account, and he can just create a list here, and he can call this list top picks, woman without children, woman living in United States, the top list, something like that. He can write a note on here for Luba to know. And he can just save that list. She's now saved in a list, and he can create as many of these lists as he wants. And then what Luba can do is she can then go into his account from her side, and she will be able to see all of his lists in here. And she can click on this, and she can then start sorting through them as well. Now maybe she'll say this lady here is just absolutely not suited to you whatsoever. And depending on when you're watching this, there will be notes in here, which is the next version of Redbook. And Luba will also make a list as well of ones that she recommends as a perfect match, seemingly perfect match at this stage here for the client. If one of our clients adds a lady into this list, and then another client a week later adds the same lady, we will not introduce or even ask this lady about the second client until we get an answer about the first client. So the ladies are never going to be having to choose between our different clients. So unless she says, no, I'm not interested, or he changes his mind, or they have some sort of interaction and he doesn't like her, she will never be introduced to another one of our clients at all. And so Luba's always on top of this. So if you're worried about that happening, that never happens. So that's pretty much it. That's the fast walkthrough through Redbook. It's simple, but it's extremely effective and very, very useful for us. We'll speak a little bit later in this video as well about the profiles for the ladies and how we make sure that those are as accurate as possible, because we made some big changes with this within our business over the last 6 months or so.
So before we go into matchmaking process about your profile and everything else, we want to quickly discuss where do we get clients from. So our male clients coming to us most of the time from YouTube videos, number one source. Number two is reference, right?
Yeah.
By our married clients. We have a brother of our married guy who is currently our client, so reference. And also they're coming from our international networking that we're going to speak in a moment. So this is about our male clients. What about female clients? Most of you know that I'm working in this industry for 15 years. So for all these years, obviously, I've been building a networking of trusted people who are passionate and loving what they do. What we do matchmaking. We're introducing people, we see happy couples, we see new families, we see newborn babies, and that is, we are all passionate about, like we all at the same page about this. So when we used to live in Ukraine, maybe you don't know, but now we live in Spain. When we used to live in Ukraine, all of those partners were in Ukraine, and they've been in different cities, and that is like basically our family, it's our friends, it's our people with whom we know each other for 10-15 years, for whom we sending flowers to birthdays and different holidays. And other part of the process, how we get female clients, it's my social presence. So for last, how much, maybe 6-7 months, I started actively do social media for the ladies as well. So we've been very, very busy with you guys, with YouTube and everything, but both we decided that I have so much experience at the moment that I want to share with the ladies, and I started my social presence. I started to be invited to different events. If you're a member of our Telegram community, by the way, it's a free community for all of our clients, subscribers, where we posting like once or twice a week different videos, not the same as on YouTube. It's the videos from events that we're attending, from things that happening. Sometimes I show there like my meetups with the girls that also our clients, and it's kind of a closed and private community. You have to apply, you need to click the link to get it. I will definitely get in touch with you to understand who are you, get your photo, even if you don't have an avatar, so we keep your privacy very, very close, but we need to know who are you in order to keep you in this community. And at the moment I'm coaching more than 1,000 ladies, at 1,100 ladies, 1,154 as for today. So what do? I give them dating advice, the same as we do here for the guys. We explain them the cultural difference, mentality difference, how to meet the right man, how to attract the right man. I help them to create their profiles. I help them to find good photos. I teach them how to be with a man, because obviously if they came to me, they have some problem. They don't understand how to attract the man. They don't understand what they're doing wrong, because unfortunately online there's many coaches who are saying that you need to be a goddess, you need to put the red lipstick, you need to like all these different, like you need to use the guys and etc. So my goal is to explain them what you guys want, and the girls are very, very happily receiving that. All of these ladies becoming our clients as well if I accept them. So unfortunately we can't accept everybody, not from the guy point of view, not from the ladies, because Some of the ladies are, I understand that, we may not be able to help them, or they're not willing to relocate, for example, from Ukraine or something like that. So some ladies we're not accepting, but most of the ladies who are interested, who wants to be in our database, who are learning English currently, who are willing to understand the cultural difference, and who are looking for international relationship, they are welcome. So
also, ladies that aren't accepted into our database are ladies that have not prioritized their appearance in a way.
Thank you very much for saying this.
I'm trying to be politically correct, in a way that most men would like. So unfortunately, men we're very visual, and they come to us because they want to date beautiful women, and so we have to make sure that the options that they have are beautiful women. So this is important to us, so we want to make sure that we are known for having good guys and good ladies, right? This is part
Absolutely.
of our, part of our brand, I suppose. And so this is very, very important to us. So just so that you know, we don't accept any lady that just wants to apply if she is what most men would not find attractive, regardless of age. Age is not the issue.
Yes, ladies were worried when I just started. They was worried that I'm only taking the young, top model looking ladies. We have different ladies, different guys. It's very difficult and uncomfortable to discuss it with the ladies, of course, but I try to make it as obvious as possible, and that is working. That is working fine. And I'm glad. And somebody motivated to lose weight, why not? They are motivated now.
Our male clients do this as well.
And the male clients.
And we do encourage this. If it's going to give them better options when it comes to dating, absolutely, we encourage them to lose weight.
So no matter where the lady is from, is she from my network, or she is from our network line, I would say, that is now all over the world, because I will tell you about our international experience at the moment. I have direct contact with these ladies. So before you talk to the lady, we always speak with this lady. So we don't have everything is automated, but not this process. This is very, very manual process that will always stay like this. When we talk to the lady directly, we message her, then we maybe have a call if she wants, we do the voice messages, whatever is convenient at that point. Sometimes we have a video call with her just to double explain something about the guy. We also requesting all of them right before the call, because sometimes it happened that the lady can be 10 months on the website and nobody requested her, and then, for example, you interested, I'm calling her and she's already in a relationship, she found a man by herself. It can happen with anyone, so that is why we are staying in touch with them directly before the call, because reaching out to them every 2-3 months make no sense. You need to reach out to them a week before we want to set up a call, and that is very important. That is always what we do. So absolutely.
And also to get recent photos, because if she sent her photos in a year ago, well, things can change over a year, right?
Yes,
so
I always ask the ladies to send me recent photos, because on their profile they can have a photo session. We always add 1 or 2 pictures from daily life. But if I want to get maybe I get a feeling, or maybe we have a call with her, video call, and I see that she has much shorter hair, she changed a little bit, I would say, send me please the latest selfie or whatever you have on your phone. I show it to the client, and the client decide either he still wants to talk to her or no. Most of the time it's yes, but if it is no, it's also possible. So that's why we're doing that. So the matchmaking process that we do is super manual, super handmade, and it's all done by me. So we have I have person who helped me with the profiles. It's our manager Victoria. So when the lady is registering with us, I see the profiles. Striker always
yeah, it's not really part of my job, but I like to look.
I didn't know that the messages, because it's through the different platform. So the profiles CC'd to him. But anyway.
Quality control.
Quality control. So Victoria is in touch with them. Victoria adore this job, because she's talking to all of the girls for 40 minutes, and then she recorded me message, Luba, she has this interest and this. I said, Victoria, it's very nice, but please add everything in her profile. I cannot remember all of this information. So, but we have a person who loved that part of a job, and she enjoyed talking to them and getting to know them very, very detailed. Sometimes, we know even the name of the pets and, everything. So that is how we get our ladies, how we communicate with them, getting to know them, checking them, getting their documents, and putting them in our database.
The whole process of matchmaking, international matchmaking or just matchmaking in general in our industry. So we're not talking about, maybe you've seen some bad things about Ukrainian dating sites and things like that. So in our industry, we're now being accepted into the network of, say, American matchmakers and even UK.
That's right.
So recently we signed a contract with one of the biggest matchmakers in UK. I assume this year, just based on what they charge and all that sort of stuff. We're also in the network of the largest matchmaking company in the United States. They have, when we signed the contract, which I think was at the start of the year, they have 100 matchmakers, 100 individual matchmakers throughout United States, and they wanted to work with us as well. And they do that because sometimes they have clients and they sort of figure out maybe a Slavic woman would be better for them. So,
or the guys are moving, for example, so I will explain it, I forgot. I will explain it a little bit. So for the last 2 years, and this year as well, I've been invited, like Hard Turkey, been invited to the International Matchmaking Conference that is held in New York. And they also have this conference in UK, but because I need visa, I didn't have time enough to set it up. So I went to United States to this, and this is the biggest. But you know what is interesting? You said about UK. So I went there 2 years ago, and they've been like looking at me like, okay, new player on the
yeah, much younger.
Yeah, much younger, unfortunately, or no. But they was like a little bit suspicious, and it was interesting because it was my birthday, and so it was very nice that all of them, like I didn't know that, but all of them start singing, and they really kind of like accept me to the family. But I knew that they have a group because working by yourself, it's not cool in this industry. In this industry, you need to work as a team. You need to have network. If you have network, you are powerful. You can bring the best service to your client. You can satisfy all of his requests, his needs, and find the best match that he needs. Because working solo, it's not the right industry to work solo. So I knew that they have a group. And I wanted to be in this group, like I want Hard Turkey to join this group, but for the year, imagine for the year they've been looking and checking and talking between each other, should they accept us or no? And after a year, after like work and everything that we've done, we have a game together that we produced, and we're not going to speak about this in this video, but this is fully Hard Turkey design and realization, 101 question to fall in love. So they invited us to this group, and because I haven't been in UK, I didn't have time to apply for visa, they were talking about us, and so this UK agency reached out to us even though we haven't been there.
We weren't there.
So that is the power of the networking that we have. It's not easy to get there. They are very skeptical about new members, even though I work for a long time, but because I've never been at these conferences, like they kind of didn't really know me personally, and they do it only when they know you, when they talk to you. And the atmosphere, I'm looking forward to go this year as well, because when you come, like it's really like a big party of friends that know each other, are very, very high professionals. So that is about networking and why it is very important. So if you're thinking about opening agency, having a network is the most important, because otherwise you can't provide your client a best service. And Hard Turkey is all about we even have this abbreviation, remember, I forgot. So it was education, resources, support, and biggest amount of options.
Yeah, it's about giving the client the best option out of many options, and the more options that you can give him, the better his success is going to be with the right woman. Anyone can be with a woman, and it's seemingly is the best option, but is it really? So the more options that you can provide to him, the closer you're going to get to that match that he's looking for, which is going to be for his goals and values and what he's looking for, looks, appearance, lifestyle, all that sort of stuff. If you limit the amount of options available, you limit the best option for him.
So Striker already showed you the Redbook, how it is working inside, and I want to point one more time that we also created a unique Ascent course. It's a dating course for all of our clients that is something that we collected over all the years of work to put it there, and once you've done this course, there is almost no way that you will not be successful, because it's all about decoding Ukrainian lady, embracing your masculinity, and navigating your relationship. Those and all of these 3 parts, they have a lot of videos inside, grabbing smoke, understanding the lady, and etc. So all of our clients even the guys who've been maybe doing that before, or who thinks that they are like great in the relationship and etc., all of them commenting, that I've been learning so much, thank you so much, it's incredible, like, oh my god, I didn't know that is completely new to me. So that is crucially important for you to do, like for our company.
And we see huge difference, increase in success. Also the feedback from the woman as well, from guys when they started doing this. Right?
Absolutely.
He's such a gentleman. He understood everything that I was wanting him to do. And so this here was like a crucial, pivotal point in our company when we wrote this course. I think it was last year. Was it last year? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Maybe last. Yeah, I think it was a year ago. Yeah, because we saw all the mistakes that the guys were making, not because they're doing anything bad or they wanted to do something bad, but just because they didn't know. So it was our job to teach them, to put them to a certain level, so that when they got to the actual point of actual dating and meeting and socializing with these women, they already had all the answers. They already were not going to make the same mistakes other men had made before them. So this was just a huge part of our businesses.
And when I get a new lady signing up, like in our profile, I always say, how did you find out about us? So there's like, it can be from my social media, or it can be from a friend, or my best friend recommended me, my best friend got married through you. Like we have a couple now, they're already living in UK, and her grandmother found my page, and she sent to her granddaughter and say, you have to, like the lady's 27 years old, you have to join this girl, she gave a very good dating advice. So the ladies always commenting that they trust me because I share real experience, I share real stories. Sometimes I'm blaming them and I'm saying like, ladies, you cannot act like this on a date. Or I give example for I just having a call, because I'm always present, like we're gonna speak about this, always present at the calls, and I give the real stories, what happened just now, and the ladies understand, yes, that is kind of a stupid. And also when you read about somebody's mistake, sometimes it's easier to prevent it, because you think, that is stupid, I'm never gonna do that. I would never do that. And that is what Ascend is about. Super important and super, super useful. And we can, with Striker, like within 15 minutes talking to the guy, we can understand, have he done Ascend
or no? Has he done it yet or not?
Yes. So, done with the ladies. Now, very important, your profile. So we are helping ladies with their profiles because we have a very interesting list of questions for the ladies. And after they answer all of these questions, we create their profile, like a description and text. So we want you to know more about her, how she solved the conflict, how she preferred to spend the time, and etc. So this new profile we having like for the last 7 months, and so it's like new profiles having more and more information, because we understand that and I didn't get it before, but when you ask a person only tell a little bit about yourself, the person usually like a little bit lost. So if you are thinking about opening an agency, you need to create a wide list of questions. Also, I realized that some ladies say, oh, you have such a long list of questions, I'm not going to answer. Okay, bye. So if you're lazy, if you're not interested, if you don't want to answer the questions, that you're definitely not that serious and that interested. Good indicator. So the ladies answering the question, the same guys creating their profile, and most of the guys, 99% of the guys say, Luba, can you help me to create my profile? And I always say, okay, so you put your profile, whatever you want to say, you share about your city, you share about your interest, your family, and I will write interesting story about you. And always, like that is very encouraging, but always when I go through the profile and then I send them the edited version, they say, is it about me? Like, wow, that is cool, that is really interesting. So the guys sometimes worry that, oh, maybe my life is boring, I'm not that interesting. I'm not changing anything, I'm not adding adding anything that you haven't say. I'm writing that and you're checking that, and it's about you, but it's in an interesting way. And also I adjusted to the lady who is a Slavic lady, but she speaks English, but she doesn't speak, it's not your native language. So sometimes guys using this word like Striker like to do, and the lady may not understand, but I will change it so it is more, I would say, basic, right? More understandable.
Yeah.
So then your profile is done. And you can create, all of that can be done at the same time. You creating your profile, you're doing Ascend, and you're creating list of ladies. I think at this point, Striker already showed you.
Just briefly, but we'll go into it a little bit more.
What means list on our website. So in Redbook, now we have a cool, thank you so much for that. It's a very cool
platform.
Feature when the guy can create a list of ladies that he likes, because before it was all written on my Redbook, and Striker was like, why is that written? What if you lose it? I said, no, I can't. So anyway, now I can enter the page of you, and I can see you can create different lists. You can create blonde list, ladies with children, without children, ladies in Europe, ladies and so, but all of these lists have to go, like, I need to see the top list from you. So that is the list that I will work on. So you creating this different list, you can look from them, then you can drag to the top list. And also, if I think it's important or necessary, or maybe I have like incredible idea for you, I will create Luba's list with the ladies that I think would be best match for you. I understand what you need, I understand what they need, and I can easily edit. And 99% of the time, guys agree with me, and they talking with ladies from my list, and it is working very, very well. So how do we do next part? And that is very difficult, I would be honest. Like, if you're thinking of opening an agency, that is a very tricky and difficult part, but you need to practice, and you will work it out. Not everybody can do it, and so for you it may take some time, but that is how we do it, and how I see that working for 15 years. At the beginning it was very different, and it was basically not working. So with Hard Rocket, when we create a company together with Striker, we were looking for the way to make it work. We were looking for the way to make the guys stop wasting their time, because money we can earn, right? We all can earn, but we cannot return the time. And it's first, and the second, we do not want our clients to settle. We are talking to so many guys who are really sad that somebody lost their wife, maybe she died, and that is very painful, because they've been living a good life and he's missing that love, that care, that attention from her. Somebody got divorced and been single for a long time. Somebody divorced not long time ago, but they don't want to be single. And we understand that these guys, they don't want to waste any more time of their life.
Some also, which is quite a lot, is guys that are sort of like in their late 40s, early 50s.
Or never been married.
Yeah, and they want to have kids because they know time is ticking. And so they're thinking, like, this has just hit them in the back of the head. I need to have a family. I want to carry my bloodline on. And so they come to us and they want to get it done. They don't want to wait another year or 2 years or 3 years.
Absolutely. So when the guys are signing up, they create a list of the ladies that can be 20, 30, 40, 50 ladies. Our database, I think Striker already showed you, it's more than 2,000 ladies. And the guys are creating list of ladies. And sometimes they worry to add a lot of ladies. Recently, we have a guy and he added like 13 ladies. And I say, why did you pick only 13 ladies? He said, I didn't want you to judge me. Like, I have a 12 dates package and I didn't want, you to think that I'm like choosing too much. I said, no, like, I want you to find the best option. I want you to find the best profile that you like, and I will go through them. So, for example, the guy picked 40 profiles. I go through these profiles and I give him a comment that, for example, Maria is not a very good match for you because she is a very city girl, and for example, the guy living in the countryside. I can say that Olga, for example, she would like to stay in Europe. She's now living in Germany and she doesn't want to relocate to Australia. So I will remove her from your list. Maybe this lady, she wants to have a child and you don't want to have children, or vice versa. So all of that, I will go through this list and I will narrow down this list from 40 to maybe 20. So now I will present you to these 20 ladies, and we'll collect the feedback. So we contact 20 ladies, we show your profile, we speak about you, we tell everything that we need to, because we have different guys. We have guys that need a little bit more presentation, because we have an interesting guy at the moment who is a very professional and very famous, like poker player, for example. And so, like, if I just put it in their profile, they will be like, ooh, like poker player,
gambler.
Yeah, gambler. But when I say that the guy is like, he is like world famous chess player as well and poker player.
Has his own Wikipedia.
Yeah, so with no names, but of course, like that is very different from just writing that on a piece of paper. Or we have guys who are doing some job that is very reputable on the West, but in Ukraine it's like unknown. So I need to explain a little bit more what are they doing. So
Yeah.
I contacted 20 ladies, and I get back to the guy with maybe 10, 15 yeses. And then it's difficult. I told you it's tricky. So it's not, it's not like, just send it, got it, like whatever happened, happened. No. So then we are having 10, 15 ladies that are interested, and we prioritize with this guy those ladies. So we decided with whom this guy gonna speak first. And I always recommend to have 3-4 first calls. So we're choosing from a list of 15 ladies, 4 ladies with whom he's gonna speak. And here everything is super, super individual. So either the guy can speak one lady at a time, like for example, he wants to speak one lady a week, like the next week is another lady, another week. Or he said like, Luba, just set up like as many calls as you can. I want to have this introduction to these ladies, like first ladies, and I want to talk to them. And we encourage that a lot. And here is the tricky part. Why are we encouraging the guy to speak with multiple ladies?
So when it comes to speaking to multiple ladies, we say at the same time. Obviously, it's not at exactly the same time, but why this works is because when you get introduced to one lady, you don't know if she's the best option for you or not, right? And so unless you can compare her to what your interactions are like with other women, then how do you know which one is the best one, right? And the last thing we want a man to do is to get stuck with what we call one-nighters. He's stuck with a woman, he's talking to her, but he doesn't know if this is the best woman or not. And other matchmakers may say something like, you can only speak to one at a time. Well, we think this is a ridiculous idea, because if he gives up speaking to her and goes to another one, maybe he'll regret not speaking to her. He needs to be able to compare her to another one. So if he's speaking to her, let's say her name is Maria, and he sends a message to her in the morning and says, good morning, and she doesn't respond until late that night. He doesn't know whether that's a good signal or a bad signal. Is she invested in him or not? Until he introduces another lady, maybe a week later. And so now he can message them both in the morning. And the new lady, Olga, she sends a message to him back straight away. She asks him how his day is. She's going to send a photo of her lunch that she's having. And he can see the level of investment. He can compare the two together, right? And then he may say, well, this first one's not really invested in me at all. She doesn't want to get to know me. She's not even asking me any deep questions. Not because she's necessarily a bad person, but maybe she's just busy. Maybe she's got some things going on in her life. And our priority is the man at this stage here. So then he may bring in another one. And again, he can compare. Now at this point here, we do not consider this dating. They're not, certainly not in any relationship. They're just getting to know each other, trying to get to a level, I guess you could say friendship, if we wanted to say even that far, but they're just getting to know each other to see if they would like to meet each other at some stage in the future. And this is a process of elimination. By cutting the guy off and saying, you can only speak to one, and would you like to meet another woman? And he has to say to this past woman, it's been nice getting to know you, but it's not for me. But he won't know that until he gets further down the track, and he may get to say number 6, and he thinks of number 1 and thinks, I actually really liked her, but you've already told her that you don't want
goodbye.
Goodbye. I wouldn't even say you've broken up with her, because you're not actually in a relationship. So it's about getting you the best option. So if you did, and so we have had guys that do one at a time, and it never really works out that well, and we encourage them not to, but they might say, I don't feel right.
It depends on the person.
It depends on the person, and we don't say you can't do it. We just say this is the strategy that works. So when you speak to, say, 6 women over a space of, 6 weeks, and you'll end up with the best one out of 6. If you speak to one at a time over 6 weeks, actually that 6 weeks would be dragged out to probably more like 3 or 4 months, because you're only doing one at a time, then you end up dating the last one. And this is from our point of view, if you're starting your own matchmaking agency, then
that is what is working. The problem, I was just sitting and thinking, it may not work for you if you're just starting your agency. The only reason that you will not offer your client multiple introductions, because you don't have enough ladies.
Yeah.
And that is happening with the agencies, usually, if we're speaking to our clients that have blind dates.
Blind dates.
They have blind dates because they don't have enough ladies, and so they start searching for that. But
it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether it's like Ukrainian or whether
it's
Western.
international. Like it's all over. And the second one, if you don't have enough ladies, then of course, like you will you may try to drag your time. Like somebody doing it like different way. Somebody have like unlimited, they say, because they want like to keep their time while they will try to find you another match. So like we're working for many years, so the database is really large, and that is not easy to achieve at the beginning if you're just a beginner, but you will get there, no worries. Just a little bit of a time. So you talking to, like, our guys are talking to 2-3 ladies, and also the difference now and then, like if you want to refer to the times when we've been living in Ukraine, it's different. So before, the guys were coming, meeting the lady, and then they need to like have a maybe physical attraction only by look, and then they were going home and talking. But now that is working even better. I couldn't believe that it can work that well. That guy talking to the lady, then they talking for 1, 2, 3 months. So we recommend you to travel within 1, maximum 5 months, maximum, to meet the lady that you're talking to. You know so much about each other. You know each other interests, you know each other preferences, you know each other food interests, and like
you would have played the game.
You would have played the game together. And I actually implemented this yesterday on a date, and that was incredible. I was translating a little bit, and I saw that there was a struggle, so I added like 2 questions, and they were laughing. So anyway, you will know this person, and when you meet, you will already feel comfortable, because I know that a lot of guys are feeling a little bit not a little bit, they feel anxiety to meet the lady, they worry. But if you talk to her with the video calls, you communicate with her, you will feel very good. I want to also discuss, so because we didn't discuss how the date goes. So once you decide to talk to the lady, you communicate with the lady, and after the first call, where always I present or my assistant, but somebody is always with you on a call, we give you the feedback. How did you do on a call? That is super important, because if you don't have a big dating experience, this feedback can be very valuable for you. Our support is our biggest superpower, because we are staying with you every step of the way. I also give the feedback for the lady, because sometimes ladies, like we had a recently call, I don't know why she's done it, but she started on the first date sharing how she has a back pain, and how she's angry when she has her periods, and etc. So I said, like, dear, it's a very interesting topic that you can share with your girlfriend, but not with the man on the first date. So we give the feedback, we give a tough love to both male and female clients, because we want you to become better and getting better. Our goal is not just to introduce you to the lady, we want you to become great and better in dating, right?
Yeah.
After the call, if you have mutual interest, so she likes you, you likes her, I will exchange you direct contacts. So we don't do any letter writing, we don't do any chats, any video calls. The first call we held on Zoom. The rest we hold on Zoom, right? So the rest, it's on you. You communicate either on WhatsApp, Telegram, or Viber. Depends on you, whatever is convenient. We recommend Telegram because Telegram has a built-in translator in case your lady doesn't speak that good of an English, or whatever, like you need like some translation or some explanation, that is better. If you are watching this video and thinking about opening an agency and you are from the West, for example, then Telegram might not be an option, because like I realized that Telegram is not that popular on the West. So you just, and WhatsApp is much more popular in Europe and on the West. So you will just need to figure it out. But I think that it's so much better to move your clients to Telegram, because copying message, putting in Google, then putting it back, it just like discourage so much the communication.
Yeah.
Also, ChatGPT is a big helper, because ChatGPT also, like some ladies sending messages to the guy in Ukrainian or Russian, and the guy may not understand the translation, but the ChatGPT is doing a wonderful job explaining what this means.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes somebody messaged me yesterday and said like, oh, that's peachy. And I thought that that's peachy means like it's kind of like tricky or sneeze, like something sneaky. I didn't know. And then I put in ChatGPT and it said like, it's peachy means it's awesome, because I was offering like a time for the call for the guy. And then I realized, oh, it's peachy. It's like, it's great. It's good. So I would recommend you to use ChatGPT and learn and teach your clients how to use it if they don't know how to do it. So from that point, lady and the guy start talking directly to each other, and you must be, and we always staying, it's a little bit tricky, right, to do the video. We do it because we want to be helpful for everybody who is new and for our clients as well. So we always stay in touch with our client. About once every week or every 2 weeks, I will shoot the message to the guy, say how it is going, and ask the lady as well. So for me, it's very important and very cool that I always stay like on a site, but I'm always in between two of them. So if there's any issue or any problem, I always can help you to fix it, because the guy can say, oh, Luba, she was saying this and this, I'm not sure, I don't know. I will call her, I will ask what she means, or like, and I will explain it to the guy, because maybe sometimes there's a topics that are a little bit vulnerable to discuss, or a little bit like the guy, sometimes happening that they, for example, shy or not feeling comfortable asking about your, I don't know, ex-husband, or about your work, whatever you feel not comfortable, don't worry. I feel comfortable about everything. I will reach out and talk to your lady. So after you communicated with multiple ladies, and like I also reach out to you after 2 weeks to see, for example, you spoke with 4 ladies and you exchange contact because you have mutual interest only with 2, for example. So you will start talking, and at this point I will tell you, would you like me to add you 1 or 2 other ladies, or you would like to speak with those 2? Some guys say, yes, I want to speak more, because maybe those ladies are good but not great. And we discussed that we want you to not waste your time. We want to find your right match right now. What do we do next is that after 2 weeks, I reach out to you again and say, okay, how it is going, and we see, do we need to add lady or no? If we don't need to, and you communicate, then you decide like it's time for you to come. And for example, you've been talking to 3 ladies, to 2 ladies, whatever, 99% of the time, I would say 98% of the time, the guy narrowed down to 1 lady, and he's going to meet the one that he really feel very strong connection. But it can happen that the guy will go and meet 2 ladies in Europe for the first time.
Yeah, this is more common with our EU clients, so Germany or Switzerland or in France, because for them the strategy is a little bit different, right? So in the United States or New Zealand or Australia, to come to Europe for a week is a lot. It's a lot of money, it's a lot of time. You've got to take time off work, you've got to organize, you know, somewhere for your children or your dogs or whatever to be somewhere safe. When it comes to the EU clients, there's nothing stopping him from flying to meeting a woman this weekend. Next weekend on Friday evening, he flies to Poland. If he's in EU, Switzerland or something like that, flies to Poland, meets a lady on Friday night, meets a lady on Saturday night, flies home on Sunday. From there, he can start to make a decision. Like, does he want to pursue a relationship with either of these 2 ladies, or he just didn't like them? So at that point there, none of our clients, when they come over to meet a woman, are in a committed relationship. Okay, so, and then we explain this very carefully to them. There are some clients that fall madly in love, you know, and when they meet there, it's just all fireworks and sparks, okay? Sometimes that does happen, and we're not going to say to them, you know, remember, you're not in a relationship. If they're feeling it, you know, they've narrowed it down to 1, the best one out of 7 or 12 or whatever it is, and they're adamant for it, and they want to go over there and they want to meet this person. But that doesn't happen with everyone. They may have a couple of different options, and they want to figure out which is the best option for them. So let's say this, so when do we say that they are dating or in a relationship, right? It's the same thing. So when they meet the woman and they agree to continue seeing each other in person, or it could be argued communicating with each other, and then he's going to come back and see her, right? Or she's going to go and meet him somewhere. Or when the relationship becomes intimate or sexual. Doesn't even have to be sex, it can just be intimacy. Kissing,
hugging, and so connection.
So even if the guy comes over to see 2 ladies, we tell our clients this, it's actually in our Ascend course, to not have sex with the woman over there. In fact, in our courses and in many videos, we talk about how you should not have sex with a woman when you first meet her. And there's a good reason for this, is because it can cloud your judgment and it will prevent you from making the best decision based on if the sex was good or if the sex was bad, right? So we put that off the table.
And this is also coming to us not from just because we think so, it's because it happened to many guys, and we just analyzed with Striker this situation and we decided that's it. This is advice that guys should take in order to not be like blurred.
Men will choose a woman that's not right for him because she's very experienced in the bedroom, and he will not choose a woman who's not very experienced in the bedroom but maybe seemingly right for him. So if you eliminate this from the man's mind, he has a much more clearer mind about how he wants to pursue a relationship forward. But there can always be the situation where he goes over there, he meets her, and it just doesn't happen.
Yes, that can happen, that the guy will communicate with the lady, they will meet, and there is no spark, there is no connection. And the guy or the lady understand that it is not exactly what they want. Like, it's good, it's like, it's warm. We call it friend zone. We can call it friend zone. So it can happen that the lady will say, you know, the guy is very nice, but I just don't feel anything. Or the guy would say that. And did we have it? Yes. But, you know, good that you have us, and remember that we're giving the biggest support. So if you're a starting agency, like, remember that you have to support your clients. It's very important. They need you. They basically need your help and they need your support, because we say we are sober, right? Like, we are not involved emotionally in this. And so we can look at the situation and give best advice, what happened, give you feedback, and decide what would be next steps in order to not get unsuccessful next time.
Yeah.
So we have a wonderful couple. I don't want to say names because she's watching us. So anyway, married couple. The guy was talking to a lady, and he came and dated a lady in Malta. So he met with her and he likes her, but he made maybe 5 crucially important mistakes for her. Would I say that they were like giant and like super bad? No. But for her it was important. And I understand her as a Slavic lady. There were mistakes that this guy didn't think through. He was acting with this lady basically like with a Western woman. But she's Ukrainian, so she's looking for a traditional relationship where the guy is leading the relationship, when the guy is like main part of the couple. And so he came, he was very upset. I spoke with this lady for about 2 hours, and she told me about the trip, and they both were interested in each other because they both like into AI and science, and they know all the little details. So 2 hours she was telling me every single day what they've been doing and how they've been doing and what he haven't done and what she was expecting, that he didn't give her hand, or this or this or this. And so then we spoke with him, and because he also remembered everything in a great details, he realized the points where he made mistakes. We discussed that with him. It wasn't pleasant. Everybody who knows me, I give a little bit of a tough love, you know, but he got it. He got it, and he's married now. And very, very happily, the second trip that he came to meet another lady, completely different lady, he nailed that. He absolutely, like, the lady were calling me and saying, like, Luba, did he date other Ukrainian ladies? He knows so much about our culture and everything. I said, no, it's just our education. It is our education. It is our assent. It is our support. So that is how you're meeting your lady and how you go through this process. Maybe it sounds a bit complicated and difficult, but, you know, when you have people who understand how to do it and do it every single day, it's so much easier and so much faster.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Luba from the future. When we recorded this video, we completely forgot about our Zoom singles party that we're calling Zingles. It is an incredible opportunity for our clients to meet and expand more opportunities to meet Ukrainian ladies. So when you have your package 6 or 12 matches, you can take part in as many online Zingles party as you want to see more ladies. Zingle party is basically a meeting when we invite about 15-20 Ukrainian ladies who speaks English, and you can see them. They're from our database, but it's not just the pictures, it's actually a real person with whom you can communicate. And most of the time guys get very, very attracted to the lady that may not choose by the profile, but they will choose at the Zoom party because they can see her smile, they can check her sense of humor, her interest, and etc. So we have a great results from that. We'll repeat that all of our clients can take part as many Zingles party as they want. Usually they don't need to use more than 1 or 2 because they're meeting their ladies, but it's a great opportunity to meet more people, to communicate, to get to know better, and also to improve your dating skills and communicational skills. So
with every single client that signs up with us, no matter which package you buy, you have 2 years of support. You're stuck with us for 2 years, right? It's not.
It's what he told me.
Yeah.
But
You are stuck with us for 2 years. So even if you get into a relationship in the first 3 months, we are there for you for 2 years. If you ever have any problems with that relationship, some communication issues, you need some advice, some support, just somebody to speak to that can understand what you're going through or what she's going through. They always ring Luba if there's some
but
issue.
after 2 years as well, like I want one of our clients especially, like put down the comment below, because they together already. He just sent me because they met in December. It was when the COVID. So how many? 5 years? 4, 5. So he messaged me and he sent me a picture of. And sometimes he messaged me and say, I think she might call you. Like I think I've done something wrong. So like it more than 2 years passed, but we always stay in touch. We have other couple who just recently have a newborn, and they call us grandparents. It's a thing that our clients call us parents, like and call me Mama Luba. And so when they have a child, like become a grandma. Like we stay in touch with them a long time, but like the matchmaking, of course, like we try to limit it somehow. So
we have to limit so we say the contract is 2 years. The matchmaking you have to kind of complete in 2 years. We have to put a limit on that contract, on that time frame there in the contract.
And also very important, why 2 years? Because we don't want you to date for 15 years. We don't want you to get older. We have calls with the guys and we say, how did you find out about us? And he say, I'm watching your channel for 5 years. Really? So 5 years ago you were 45 and now you're 50. There's a little bit of a difference if you want to have a child, for example. So don't waste any more of your time. And like within 2 years we will be, and always it's faster, always.
Oh, it's way faster.
It's way faster. So like we will match you and we will find you the right match. So no reason to waste any more time.
But in terms of support, we've never ever once ever stopped supporting a client ever. And I don't think we ever will. We put in so much effort, to get this couple together, and maybe it's ups and downs, and we could write a book on all of these crazy stories. For us, it doesn't make any sense for a client to call us and say, can you help me? And we say, well, sorry, man, your contract ran out 6 months ago, so you're on your own there. Bro.
We even have a couple that matched, and then they've been together, and then they break up. But the reason of breaking up was absolutely like stupid. And I was able, even though it was like on a distance, but I was able to reach out to her, to him, understand where he, of course, he done a mistake. And then I kind of like, I don't remember what happened for a month. I wasn't in touch with him. And then he messaged me and he said like she moved to me because she was already in the United States. And it's actually a great couple that will come to meet us in the United States in 2025. So if you're wondering, you can meet them and ask all these ups and downs that they have in the relationship. It's a long story, but anyway, like we supporting, we're helping, and we're staying in touch, because for us, we take it very serious. Heart Rocket is really like it's not just a project, like it is really our child, and we're really growing it and raising it for the like to become a best person ever. So we implementing new stuff, we developing, and you never, like if you're opening an agency, never stop. Like you can't, there's no way that we would that we do anything now the same as we've done it like 7 years ago. Nothing, literally nothing. Because and I sometimes think, when how can I be more surprised? Can anything surprise me in my work? And I'm surprised every single day. And remember that every single story is individual. Even though you would say it's a man, it's a woman, they meet, they got married. No, every single guy that we've been working, it's more than hundreds of guys, it's always a different story. Something like this, something like that. Somebody moved to US, somebody moved to Europe, somebody bought an apartment in Ukraine, somebody got this, and it's always different. And your story would be individual, and it will be working exactly for you. Yeah,
on average, it's about 5 to 7 months, I would say, for the average person to meet, maybe do a trip, maybe do another trip, whatever. And when they get to about 5 or 7 months, that's when they start to go, okay, now I need to start thinking about the future a little bit more. So it's never 2 years, but that's just to give you peace of mind. But yeah, everybody is completely different, and we'd love to write a plan of how it should go for you, but unfortunately, we can't do that. But that's exactly how our company works from start to finish. We've tried to include everything in there in one video. So anybody watching this in the future, and this link will be under every single video on our YouTube channel from now on, and on our website as well. And if you ever book a strategy call with us, this video will be emailed to you as well after you book that call, so you know exactly what's going on.
And this is something that we're very proud of. It's our game, because we also realized, like what I say, from the day of when we started, we always wanted to educate guys, but we've done it with Ascent. We educated guys, we gave them all the information that is needed, but now we see that we need to help them a little bit further. So the next step is like to make your communication and conversation interesting, because we do have instruction how to deal on the calls, like how to maintain, how to have like different dates ideas on a call, but together I never, like Striker actually pointed that, but I never knew that together is actually to get her. So that is the idea.
Subliminal message.
Yes, 101 questions to fall in love, and this game is a gift to all of our clients. But this is the product that you can order even if you're not a client and you want to make your lady fall in love with you.
I'll just add one last thing here, if you've stayed all the way to the end of this video here. So Luba is very passionate about the matchmaking, right? And I love it as well, but I don't really get too involved in that whole matchmaking side. So the thing that really drives me with this whole business is the transformation that a man can go through when he goes from a Western man that maybe was down on his luck, or he didn't have much dating experience, or he was divorced, cheated on, whatever, and we take him through the series of progressions until he's in a relationship with a beautiful woman and he's more confident and he gets to be the man that a man should actually be, instead of this whatever he was shaped into in the Western world. And that for me is the best part about this, and I say this all the time, is that if you do this process correctly, you'll come out the man at the end, the man you wish you were at the start. The process itself teaches you the lessons you need to know about being a man in this world and being a protector and a provider for a woman, because a Ukrainian woman or Slavic woman is a very good litmus test for how much of a man you are. And on that note, we'll see you later.
See you later.
Hello, I'm Luba, co-founder of Hard Rocket, with 14 years of experience as an international matchmaker. I've dedicated my life to creating countless couples, matchmaking Western men with the women from Eastern Europe, skillfully guiding them through the complexities of dating and relationships.
I'm Striker, co-founder of Hard Rocket. We understand the dating difficulties you face in a modern world, frustration of dating apps, lack of time and opportunities for socializing, and the confusion of Western dating culture can make finding love virtually impossible. So we created a solution.
Our mission at Hard Rocket is to bridge this gap for busy professionals like you, creating a pathway to meaningful, romantic, intimate, and genuine relationships, even despite your hectic career schedules.
Our comprehensive matchmaking system caters to busy professionals tired of Western dating. We match you with Eastern European women, provide coaching and support every step of the way to help ensure your success in building a lasting, meaningful relationship.